Is
Oh, okay, I see it.
it actually? I'll check on the. I'm just quite
It just
nervous.
says it's live stream or it's being shared live stream, but I can't see anything other than
Yeah,
that.
let me know. I'll minimize this and then because I might write. Oh yes, yes, we are. Oh,
I
cool.
just can't see comments or nothing.
But as long as let's check, we'll check if people can hear. Fun. Oh shit, I done it again though. I didn't remember to put the. Didn't remember to. Hello, can you? So next, can you help us out here? If can you hear me and Lexi? If I let Lexi talk just now, just say hi.
Hello? I was drinking water, sorry.
Oh, sorry, it froze a bit. So can you hear Lexi next? There's no reason why you shouldn't, but and also I
Hello.
can see the chat on the computer.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm going to assume I haven't seen. Yes, you weren't meant to. It's a surprise. We didn't know either. Literally decided about an hour ago. So pretty good. So I just wanted to. So it's okay with the technical stuff and that. It's not. There's nothing echoing or anything. Brilliant. Right. Fun. Yeah. Woohoo. Right. Okay.
Great.
So because I kind of felt that people might be a wee bit, they might be a wee bit late because, well, I started at like at 8 last night and tonight I'm starting a bit earlier. So what I just said to Lexi is I'm going to pull her one of these Oracle of Delphi cards because I'm really quite excited to see what um, I don't think she can when she's on her phone. You can't turn your phone sideways, can you? I think she would go sideways if she done that. Would you?
I go sideways.
You would, wouldn't
What do
you?
I, what did I look like? Can
Try it. Turn it round and see if it tells you to be like me, like you know what I mean, like
is that the same
horizontal.
now?
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you for that. See, we're a team here. Thank you for that. You and your beautiful self. Right. So, thank you. Thanks for that. Right. So, yeah, I'm just going to do this just now, and then we'll get into a wee bit of chatting and sharing. So Lexi's just going to share about some of the work that we've done together, and yeah. So let's see. You're the same. I know it's kind of funny, isn't it? Right. So what I'm excited to see what comes out here. So bear in mind when I pull this card for Lexi, this could make sense for others as well. So what card? And come on, Soul Family. Come on, Soul Family. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know she's looking hot. I tried. I tried. I
Oh
didn't try that
God.
hard. I didn't even, my hair is
You
like,
look great.
what was that?
You look great.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll just both stay with, we'll take the compliment because that's what I'm teaching people this week. I actually just literally spoke about that in the video. That's quite funny. Like the one that I'm publishing after this. So come on, where's the card? Are these the cards that you used for me last night? Yes, they are. Right, so, oh, Guardian. Preserve, protect, defend, and shelter. Oh, and look at the angel wings. And that's quite funny because I only just added the wee angel wing. And that was really symbolic when they got me to do that. Like I just got guided to add the wee angel wing in. And about four different people in different places called me an angel that day. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Uh,
Wow.
So there's always, and the things that's, you know that, but for everyone, it's like with the different sort of things that I get guided to do, it never means nothing. Like it was like you've got your wings. It's like that sort of saying, like, you've, I don't know, you're going to the next level because they're pulling me to the blue angel box there. And it's just funny how much I go on about blue. And oh, so anyway, let's see what this says. And it's number 10. Oh, and I've just opened the book up at the card that I pulled for next last night, the luminary one again. So you might have want to catch when I read that out because a lot of people resonated with that one. Seer as well. It stopped at Seer, Sorceress. Oh yeah, all of these ones yet. Guardian. We found the one that I picked. So right. So I'll hold it up for a wee bit. Dear soul, know that you're never alone. You are treasured, loved, and supported at all times. Take comfort in knowing the light bearers are watching over you. Oh my God, I feel that's going to beautifully really tie in with when you share. A message of reassurance and hope has arrived for you. Your guardians implore you to take the leap of faith, knowing that you're protected and supported. The temple guardians are caring for your sacred grove, home, and loved ones. Their illuminating presence brightens up any dark corners of your life. Tune into their unfathomable love for you as love heals fear. And ask yourself, are your doubts and fears merely speculative? When facing your fears, trust your inner wisdom and consult your spirit guides. Listen to your heart, not your head. Oh, you really need to be hearing that one. Listen to your heart, not your head. By the way, I'm sure I just saw it again. When I was talking to Lexi just for a short period before I pressed record, I saw an orb, right, when I said something important, and I'm sure I just saw it again. Keep an eye out if that happens again. Repetitive worry can distort the truth and paralyze you, while deep self-trust uplifts you to wondrous heights. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The well-meaning ego, your inner voice and fear of self-doubt, is designed to keep you safe, but consequently also small and insignificant. While growing pains may not be fun, they can also be a positive sign that you're currently experiencing a spiritual revolution. That actually fits with what I just posted that my mum emailed me right before I came on here. And that also fits with me going to be talking a lot, well, talking a bit about how the ego can get in our way, because that's going to be relevant to this part of the challenge. Preserve your energy by setting strong parameters and protecting the limits of your personal space. Establishing clear boundaries is an act of self-love. Without them, you give others permission to treat you in a limitless way. I'm feeling like this is going to fit in with the things that you're
Oh
going
yeah, for
to
sure.
say. Once established, you'll be free to show up authentically, completely comfortable that others are fully aware of who you are and what you stand for. And again, I'm just going to, there's not that much left to go reading this, but what's amazing is I love it that because I just asked Lexi to do this last minute, some of the things she's going to say to me, I don't actually have a clue. In fact, most of it. Last night when you read my card, a thumbs down appeared, only saw it when I watched it back. Really? My God, I never noticed that.
Mm.
Oh, I'll need to watch and see what. But wait a minute, I have watched that bit of the. I have watched the bit when I read out your card, I think. Maybe I haven't got to that. Maybe that's as far as I watched. Oh, I'll look out for that. Hmm. Um, Once established, you'll be free to show up authentically, completely comfortable that others are fully aware of who you are and what you stand for. Self-guardianship and sovereign power create a sense of safety, security, and steadiness within your whole being. Conserve your strength and establish healthy detachment from unnecessary drama that drains your energy. That is absolutely a message for a lot of people, not just you. I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Create a stable foundation to navigate the best way forward. And I can feel a real deep heat feeling on my back right now. So they are sending a lot of love to your heart as I'm saying this. It's like I can feel it. That's what it feels like. It feels like deep heat. If you've ever, I don't like deep heat. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but it's like a
Oh, I
weird.
love that. I have my little seat warmer on right now, and it's it's
Oh right,
great.
maybe that's why then, because I don't have. Yeah, I don't have. I don't know. I don't. I find it weird. Like I'd rather a hot water bottle or something. Um. Right, so conserve your strength. Yeah, I've just read that bit. Create a stable foundation to navigate the best way forward. You may also be feeling called to awaken the rebel within. Very Aquarius, and Lexi's
The
Aquarius
rainbow?
rising. What was that?
Did you say the rainbow?
The rebel.
Oh, no, you
Oh,
said rainbow.
might not be a mistake that you heard rainbow as well. You are a rebel with a cause, fiercely protective of your ideals and values. You are a formidable force of nature. Heed the call to step up as a protector of human rights, environmental issues, and similar holy quests. That's funny with what we were just talking about. For you're a champion of love. Your courageous action towards positive change is escalating in leaps and bounds. And I don't know if you know that, but this whole challenge is about timeline jumping. So jumping our highest timeline. Know that you're making a difference in your own independent way. I mean, that is so you because of the double Aries sun and moon and Aquarius rising,
Mhm.
all of that, like every word of it. Like rebel with a cause and doing it in your own independent way. I love it. So it's a step forward, root, balance, stability, and safety. I just spoke about that in the thing that I posted right before I spoke to you, actually, because that's what me and my I cleared my mum's route in Sacral and then she just got a tax rebate. I didn't even know till I read the email. This is what I mean. I wish it worked like that for me. It doesn't even work like that for me, but it does for others. Black tourmaline crystal offers a cloak of protection, eliminates toxic energies, and repels unwelcome interactions. So have you been keeping a bit of black tourmaline around you lately, or maybe you need to?
I don't even know where it is. Actually, I don't even think I have it. I don't even think I have that crystal, actually.
Well, do you know? I would have thought you did. Did you see the thumb went up?
I did.
Yeah, that you need to get that. We've worked out that, right, if anyone else has Zoom and they're aware of this, that is a thing, right? It does do thumbs up and thumbs down and balloons. I've not seen anything else yet, but we're open for surprises. But I do feel my guides are using it in quite a funny way because it doesn't happen now. Look, I'm trying to do it now. Balloons, happy birthday, hit the like button. Apparently, when somebody says hit the like button, then when people hit it, it lights up.
Oh,
But yeah, see, it's not happening. So I know that it's my guides do that at certain points. So you definitely need a black tourmaline, basically. Consider a situation in your life where you're feeling, but actually hit the like button, people. Consider a situation in your life where you're feeling challenged. Accept the challenge and move forward confidently. Do not let fear hold you back. Oh, my throat chakra went funny. And that's quite funny because I've just realised right before we were going to talk, like even before I was like, wait a minute, I'm going to ask her to do that. Like, and by the way, I left it totally. I was like, look, this might be, this might be a bit crazy, or we can do it another time. But it was just Lexi's like me, and she was like, yeah, it's fun, Tate, let's do it. So, but I was feeling that in my throat. I just realised I just connected that. I might have been picking up on you long before I even emailed. Um, love safeguards me with a shield of transmutation. I am a bearer of love, casting out any indifference. I am safe, supported, and rooted in the present moment. Again, crazy because it'll still be sitting here. I pulled a card on today's video that said you are safe. And that's actually quite a lot of the work, kind of in line with some of the work that we've done. I don't know where it is, but it's on that video. In fact, is it there? Accept the challenge, move forward without fear, rite of passage, and a lesson of spiritual strength. Amazing. Right. So, is it still next? Is it still? Are you the only audience member? No, there's three people watching now. Say
oh,
hello if you're there. Is it the lurkers? We might just need to do it and people can watch this back on the can watch it. Yeah, people can watch it back. Right, okay. So what I was gonna get Lexi to do is just basically free flow with sharing about some of the work that we've done either recently, because we'd worked just together just over, I think it was just around a month ago. There's three, like, yeah, that's fine. I'll just crack on. It's probably something to do with the fact that it's like before when we'd done this before, we'd pre-recorded it and then I put it up. So it's maybe just so that it's a bit easier, like, I don't think I would be nervous or freaking out or that because I have done this before, but it might be something to do with that. So just like the picking up on the different energies, yeah. So I'm just going to ask Lexi to talk about, yeah, just our experiences of working with me, and I was specifically going to get her to talk a little bit about the tapping, because you'd mentioned that that you'd done that next, because and then I was like, that's funny because some people are obviously tapping in, no pun intended, to to where I'm taking some of this. So yeah. So anyway, so just whatever you want to talk about the tap-in, past life regression, and I think specifically as well that I think we worked out that roughly we done the session around, say, the first week of December. I think it was like the end of the first week of December. And then I don't know all the stuff that's happened, so I'll be excited to hear as well. So yeah, take the floor, Lexi. I'll mute myself just in case it. Will I mute myself? I
no,
will.
it's fine.
Right,
It's fun with commenting.
right.
So I guess we could start with the tapping. One of the many times that I've talked with you, I struggled with anxiety a lot, and this was before, no, oh, this was right when I quit smoking. So if anybody's a smoker who's watching knows that it is not easy to quit, and everything just like your highs are really high and your lows are really low, and you just get triggered super easy with whatever's going on. And that was one thing that I did reach out to you about, was I wanted to control that more and like figure out how I can get myself to stop having these panic attacks and anxiety attacks. Like, I've never experienced a panic attack before in my life until I try to make myself healthier. And one of the things you showed me was tapping and certain areas that, I mean, you can explain it better than me, that you tap on certain times, and having someone walk you through it and just kind of holding your hand with you, helping you do it, even though if it's like across the world, but it's still really nice having someone just even through the phone to help you coach you through those tappings and to be able to like utilize that in your day to day. Like it's not just a one-time session thing where you learn something. It's a really good life tool that you learn to keep with you and be able to do that whenever you're feeling like these anxiety feelings are coming up. And I'm sure there's more uses than just anxiety with tapping. I'm sure there's many
Yeah,
uses.
loads trauma and yeah, but
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. So that was my tapping experience, and that was maybe a year ago. About this time is when I started having those panic attacks, and that tapping's helped. And then fast forward, managing that, I started having health problems with getting a cyst in my thyroid, having a cyst on my heart, and just kind of like managing those. And I'm pretty sure Claire's helped me more than a doctor has. Um, it's scary going through those things, but knowing someone that you can reach out to who actually has very knowledgeable tools for you to use, and like being able to go into those regressions and figuring out that a lot of the things in the physical that show up for us are actually come, if not most of the time, from past life things. So we did a past life regression to help with a lot of my symptoms. And just to show like how we knew our connection was deep, like through past life, but after going through that regression, like I'm not going to go through all my personal things.
No.
um, it just showed that there actually like was a connection. And then it's so crazy how two people, like you lead me through this and we can see the same thing. Like that's mind-blowing to me in itself. But realizing that there is that very strong past life connection just makes it like all the more like surreal, and helps me through a lot of things like that too, and gives me more confidence. After the past life regression, fast forward to last week, I got update on my medical stuff, and turns out I don't have what they thought I had, so it's gone.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Crazy, isn't it?
Oh my God. And also it's adding more drama to it that your wait a minute, your mouth is still moving and it's like the words are not so yeah, I'm
Oh, it's
noticing
not
that.
synced up.
What was that?
It's the words aren't synced up.
Yeah, but
So,
I mean,
oh,
but no. So it's so I don't know if I was frozen or whatever. But that. So wait a minute. Let me. So this is what I did say, Lexi. This is going to be quite good because like, I literally did. I don't know this till now. So just
yeah.
so I can clarify. I mean, guys, I'm not gonna lie. This does happen all the time, but it still amazes me. So you were told that you had these medical issues, the cysts,
Mhm.
and are you telling me that they're saying you don't have any of that now, or it's not as serious?
Like they thought like my cysts were from my previous medical imaging, was like they thought it was pushing up against like my esophagus to make me have that
Yeah,
thyroid weird feeling.
because I can feel it now as I'm talking to you still. So
Yeah.
it's not a medical thing, it's an energetic, yeah.
Right. And like they're saying all these things, they're like, we don't know, but we want to do all these testings, and like we see this and we see that. And then I go in to do like my swallow test, and like it feels like it's still stuck. And they're like, there's nothing stuck. And I'm like, oh, well, at least there's nothing going on like medically wrong. Well, I mean, that was my fear for so long of like they make it, I mean, I don't know if you guys are doctors watching, but they make it
No,
sound
I'm
like more
not aware
scary.
of it, but it's not impossible.
Right. They make it sound pretty scary, but I mean like even when my kid has like is sick or had like recently the stomach problems, and they're like there's a blockage showing in his stomach, and I messaged you really fast, and there's all of a sudden no more blockage. Like you're telling me in these 30 minutes it just like there has to be some, like it's not just made up stuff. Like I don't know how to like put it in words. Like,
Power of prayer. Yeah. It's just,
yeah, yeah, it's all a very big, powerful thing to be able to talk to you and like get the help that you need or that I need.
yeah. No, and it's, I mean, like, that is one of the things that, like, obviously I'm aware that, like, I have to have boundaries around my work, and it's something that I've had to work with over the years. But I've always said that when it comes to children, that is, it is something that when especially the people that I work with quite closely, I always just say it like, look, say to me, because I would ever hate to think that someone was in an emergency and, going to hospital, and then it's like, if it could have just reaching out and saying, and because it doesn't take me a lot. I said this in the live last night. I even said it, like, sometimes I'm just, in fact, I'd say every time you've told me something like this about any of you being ill, like, I'm just sitting watching the telly and I just sort of say, and then the next thing I know, like, sometimes 4 minutes later, you're like, oh my God, he's starting to eat and he hasn't ate for ages. Or
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, and I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm reaching out with every small little thing, like, oh,
no,
he's got
these are
sniffles, like,
serious things. No,
yeah,
because you do that's important. Yeah, that's important for everyone to know. Because obviously, I don't encourage that.
right.
But it's like it's in balance, Lexi, and I like to feel I've been a part of teaching you that. And I mean, I'm really proud. I mean, I'm really proud of you. Oh, see, right now I'm talking and your mouth's moving, so that's going to confuse people. But it's like, it's delayed. But basically, that's what's in balance, because you have went on that journey of investing in the smaller things, and then, the membership, and then, and then I said that before, but like when we spoke that time before, when you, which actually, was that 2 years ago now? That, I think it was 2 years ago,
Mhm.
that it was in that January. I was just sitting one, cold kind of, and I can't stand the start of January. And I was amazed when you booked that block of sessions, and I was like, wow, because obviously it helps that it's like that money's coming in when it doesn't usually in the January. But also,
Mhm.
it was the fact that it was more about your growth as well, and being like, right, I've recognised these are some of the things I need help with. So that's just really putting it in balance there, that, you know, I feel in a way it's like even more support will come at people that really do invest in me as well, So it's like I'm here to help people that genuinely can't afford to work with me, and that's what I'm going to, that I pray all the time when I'm on the lives anyway. But there is something in it that when people do recognise that I'm the person to help them, and you do that, it keeps it in balance. So, but no, yeah, I love that. But God, so. So that's, yeah, I'm kind of mind blown at that. That is what I said as well, wasn't it? I said I'm always like, look, I
Mhm.
can't guarantee it, but I feel like yeah, nothing's gonna come of
Yeah.
this.
Well, I think like when you're reaching out and asking for help, which was another one of the things that I also wanted, was one of my working like stepping stones, was to be able to reach out and ask for help.
Hmm.
That was a really big thing for me. I feel like when you're reaching out and asking for that help and truly like setting aside like any, okay, but what if, or like your buts and ifs, when you set that aside, you're welcoming in that healing to come in. You're not blocking it.
Yeah.
So that definitely helps too.
And that's really important for people to hear, because I definitely do feel there's a lot of people watching, whether it's people that talk and you've been there in the past, or you're there now, or
Mhm.
it's there's definitely people that lurk that I know of, that I can just feel, that I probably haven't even connected with one to one, but I can just feel, or that I actually know of,
Mhm.
um, that will connect with that. It's the part of us that has been taught not to ask for help, that I can do it
Mhm.
myself and do it myself. And with you having this is where the astrology comes into play. With you having an Aries sun and moon, that is like really independent energy. I'd even say the Aquarius rising is as well. And it's really, like I always say, like, it is really quite amazing that you do allow yourself to be that vulnerable, and that you trust me. And it's always quite like, I always it's always some quite deep shadow work that we do. I mean, it is with everyone, but it is quite deep shadow work, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
it does take that trust with someone. So yeah, no, I love that. But see, with so see right now, are you feeling that feeling it, your throat right now? Because I'm really feeling it like quite strong. That's why I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right, can I just maybe then do a wee bit like just now?
No, that's fine.
I mean, obviously, I didn't plan to do that, but they're just telling me. So I think what I'm just going to do, right, is I'm just going to do a bit of clearing at the throat. So this is quite funny. When I've done this before, homing in on one person, other people felt it. So whoever's feeling that kind of, the way to describe it is, to me, it feels like a bit of bread stuck in the middle of my throat. And that
Hmm.
started happening from before I even reached out to you to say, hey, this might be a bit last minute, but do you want to come on the live? Because it was
Yeah.
funny because lecturers like, oh yeah, I'll write something up. I was like, well, you could do that, but you can come on the live if you want, you can do both. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to force you. But so it was like it was obviously something building before, you know what I mean? Like it's right. So maybe if you just close your eyes for a minute, and I'm just gonna so a minute. Right, so I'm just gonna I'll just talk, otherwise it can be a bit awkward if it's silent, but I'm just clearing. Yeah, I can already feel it like something lifting me. It's like now it feels like, you know, the guitar. Well, I call it guitar. It's probably called guitar or something. But you know the stuff that sort of builds in your throat when you've got a sore throat. It's like I can feel that. I've got Nix is saying I've got an ache in my throat at the moment, which sounds like a setup, but no. Well, just if you feel it, then you feel it. Let's see. We'll use it as an experiment, but I'm just going to do this as long as I'm guided to. So I'm just going to read out. So I'm like, oh my God, is it only you that's I'm still doing that on you, Lexi, but is it
Mhm.
only you that's here next? That time obviously isn't good for people. Um Amazing the power of Claire. So pleased for you, Lexi. Yeah, I'm amazed. That's amazing. And there was a recording of your Baba that helped when he was sick. Yeah. Oh, did we do? Oh, yeah. Is that maybe? Yeah, you spoke about that in the other one. I might put that below. I'm not seeing the delay that you're seeing. Oh, really? Oh, well, that's good. To me, I did. Like it was like Lexi was froze when she was talking. So so again, it's a real test of intuition because I was having to just closely listen and it wasn't in sync. So that's good.
Oh, speaking of the pre-recorded stuff, that was another thing. Was when you did like a bedtime like healing meditation for me. That really helped too, along with the tapping, specifically like designed for me, not just like some random like
Yeah,
just search on YouTube and click what you find kind of thing.
because they
And
help
that
too, isn't
helped
it? Like
way
that's
more.
before you
Yeah.
spoke about that before, but in case people haven't seen that, that um I've got other things that I've got that I can, yeah, that people can email me about for children, which
Hmm.
that's helped. That helps, isn't it? When you get, well, it's helped you and it's helped him. That's what's quite funny.
Yeah.
Um, because there's healing in it, you know, it's only 10 minutes or something, but it's because of the intention there's healing. So I can, yeah, if people want that for their child, if you feel like they would, and again, there's obviously no swearing in those videos. Um, and what else was I going to say? But yeah, that one you're talking about, I'd forgot until you'd mentioned that. It was specifically after a session, and which I actually done again recently with someone else that's watching. I created a specific well, it's my own style. It's hypnosis, but it's a light code activation meditation, and basically, it's just something that like you can listen to over and over again as much as you want to when you're feeling this anxious feeling. Which I'm just noticing now as I started saying that, like how again, it doesn't need to feel any different right now. If it doesn't feel any different right now, that's fine, and it'll dissipate when we get off of this. But to me, it's not feeling as clunky is the word I want to use. It was just really distracting me, whereas
Hmm.
it feels like it's dissipating is the word I keep wanting to use. How does it feel to you? Because I'll
Like
keep.
it's weird because it feels like it's like the refluxy, like when it comes back up, but I know I don't have that reflux. So that's ruled out, but it's like it's always on that right side here.
The right
But
side.
that was the other thing that I was gonna add. It was I go back in again to like because they want to look again, even after the swallow test was negative and stuff. But that was my only update that I wanted to share with you on that. I don't think I got to mention that before we jumped on, but yeah.
Yeah, and just in general, I mean, anything about, I'm just trying to think what would be interesting. I mean, all of that is amazing. Um,
Oh, with the when we started the regression
that,
about a month
yeah,
and
how
a
you
half
felt
ago.
before and after. Yeah, that.
So, I guess I didn't share my results of that, or I guess if you want to call it results.
Well, yeah, just in it,
Um,
just share how generally, without going too personal, if you don't want to, like how you'd felt when you came to me, and then whatever you've noticed over the last few weeks. I mean, the biggest thing is what you've already told us, obviously.
all
But
right. Um,
oh,
so
watch this, I need to
after
burp now. Like that, something's definitely.
I suppose after the few weeks of like coming to now, one of the things that I set an intention for was being like standing my ground more. That's what it was. I had to
Mhm.
think for a second. Standing my ground more and being able to like hold myself accountable and other people accountable for like telling me things that would trigger me or not. And the way that that came about would did like I didn't think it would come about in that way. Not only was it manifesting in itself to be able to like tell other people no, but it
Mhm.
was also coming up to when to tell myself no, and that was a really big thing to learn about. And considering it was like through the whole Mercury retrograde, so that was a really fun time going like integrating all that energy back.
Yeah.
Um, I started to learn to take myself more accountable and what I wanted to be putting into my body and how I wanted to treat like um I guess the meat suit that my soul like resides in, like you got to
Me
take care of
too.
that too. um so I started picking up in the past 2 weeks weightlifting and removing all the processed foods and like trying to be more whole food friendly and all that stuff. So that was a really new way that that path took, how I didn't even think it was going to take from that.
Mm,
But that was the whole update from that too. And obviously learning to stand my ground with other people and when to say no. But I
huge.
never thought it would be learning to tell myself no to things. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
And that's good though, because that is, you see, that is connected to it being an inner child meat suit. I know that is connected to that being an inner child soul retrieval
Yeah.
because oh shit, I've just remembered something else. That remember, so yeah, that's important because that's helpful for people that maybe aren't in a place to work with me yet, like to invest. Remember, so this is how I do, like it doesn't matter that if people are actually doing the paid sessions with me, I still do recommend the free stuff. Because remember, I was like, wait a minute, exactly what you're struggling with is what I've just done on the channel. Like, and you hadn't saw it because obviously, I'm aware that some of the stuff I do is really, really long. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like it might just look like I'm having a normal, well, it's
Yep.
never a normal chat, it's always healing. But anyway, remember I said, look, it's up to you, but I recommended you watch that. And
Mm-hmm.
that is the one that you had. Yeah, because we've not, me and you spoke about it, but that's where you did on the chat, I think, say. But
Mm-hmm.
you had quite profound experiences watching that, didn't you?
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah. So it's important for people to know that me and Lexi spoke up because that's what I've been saying is how that always happens to me and you. And it used to really only happen with you and one other person. But it was like that sometimes we'll speak, right? And it seems like there's so much chaotic energy. Um, Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? There's so much. Oh my God, sorry. I'm still. So I've shut down what I was working on me at the throat, but I keep burping quite loud. I don't like. There's just that has really let go of a lot of stuff. It's connected to what you've shared, though. It is to do with just the little bits that are connected to it. But and I can feel a lot of healing coming to your heart now as well. But yeah. When you had shared that, whatever it was, I mean, I can't remember now, but whatever you'd said, it was scarily, scarily in line because that whole inner child soul retrieval was specifically about where people struggle to speak up to other people. Do you know what I mean? Like to stand up for yourself and speak up, Or it could go for that too. Like where then our child's like, I want, I want, I want, or I'm not going to say no, I just want it all. It's like, well, no, you
Yep.
can't do it right now. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
yeah, I just loved that because I was like, look, you don't need to because we were going to be talking the next day, but if you do, great. And I just loved that you did go and do it. And then what happened was amazing because, and again, you did share it somewhere though, Lexi, but it can't have been on a video. You must have wrote it down. I think you wrote it
I
down, eh?
I sent an email and I actually was trying to look for it too today
I
and
don't
I
think
couldn't
I've
find
shared
it.
that, by the way. Maybe I did, but I need to look through this is what I mean, guys. Like, look, this is not put on. Like, unfortunately, that is just one of my flaws. Is people do can send me amazing feedback in the email, and if I'm busy or that, like, I might kind of not remember, and I'll just keep copy and pasting the same ones because again, they're all any of the reviews that people have given me, even if some of them are years ago, it's all true and it's all amazing. But that was particularly amazing that you had that. It's just how the guides work. Like, we done the clearing first, then I got you to watch the video, then we done the second part. And with the last 3 sessions I've done, that's exactly how they've got me to work. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's how I'm going to be working from now on. But it's so that the energy settles a bit. But yeah, I mean, so if you're open to hearing these cards, I'm laughing that you spoke about Mercury retrograde because I've got the card that says Mercury after I've just been working on your throat. That's hilarious. Do you want to hear them?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
This is definitely you as well, right? Because like I always share about like look the archetypes that I'm connected to are like Mary Magdalene and like Goddess Isis and like when I'm really in that Scorpio kind of shadowy zone, it's like the Kali energy, and I see you as like they say like more kind of that kind of energy as well. And I've pulled you Kali Ma, face and fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So, and that really feels quite exciting with that other card that I pulled for you. Um, and then open communication, not a coincidence that I was just doing that on the throat. Get a weight off your chest. Even that. Look at where it was identified that you had medical things that have now it looks
Yep.
like, this is the thing, right? I'm not a doctor, but as Lexi once put in a review, I'm a shaman doctor. It's like
Uh,
back in the old ages, I would have been the person in the village that people were coming to. Do you know what I mean? To get the help. I was like, oh shit. And that's kind of where I do feel that is people are starting to get that a wee bit more now. Um, but it's that kind of energy of, I would always say, always check things out, whether you think it's ascension symptoms or whatever. If you're in pain, yeah, go to the doctor. But if you're one of the people that keep finding that the answers aren't coming and I'm on your
right.
radar, it would be wise to come and check with me because you're just one of many people, that have thought that, because you've had this several times and so has everyone. Like, I can think of somebody else, like keeping it anonymous. It was what somebody on here, it was actually her child. And they were going, checking back and forwards, and the doctors weren't getting the answer. And right away, because it was actually in the live, I was like, that feels energetic. And all I done that night was I prayed and I sent a bit of healing for not even that long. And the next thing I know, within days, whatever that was had changed. Like her daughter didn't have it anymore. So do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's pretty crazy. But yeah, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. Amazing when that soul retrieval on the channel is about that and it helped you. And then we done some deeper work. Love it. And then surrender fear. This isn't even from this deck, so I don't know why it's there, but we know it's not a mistake. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. And that's the growth that I've seen in you, like over the years since I've known you. It's like it does feel like you are recognizing better and celebrating more, like
Mhm.
the progress. Because even the way in which you've said that to me, of the way that you've recognized that it was about however you worded it about standing up to yourself, like I just find that really
Mhm.
funny because it's like it's taming the ego. You know what I mean? It's taming
Mhm.
that's what it is. It's so I can see why they've set this chat up because it's so in line with what I'm going to carry on talking about after. So it's brilliant. Krishna devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you're loved unconditionally. And that really beautifully fits with what I'd said in the day 23 must it be for the videos that I've been doing all month. So love it.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing. That's brilliant. Give people a wee idea of what's people let me see. Let's see. So is it still just, is it two of you now? Rather than one of you, it's two of you. It's just free watch. That's so funny. Um, right, let's see. You speak to my heart. I am well, hope you're well too, lovely. I am, yes, I'm a bit tired, but I'm good. Today is the first day I've decided to let it all go. I'll be my own bestie and TWINFLAME. Love it. Love it, Rochelle. Holy shit, Calimad doesn't take prisoners. Nope, definitely not. Shamanka. Yeah, I like that. I looked up, I'd never heard of that, Michelle. I didn't even know that. You'd think I would have sort of heard that somewhere on the radar, but I hadn't. It's a female shaman, but I hadn't heard it. I'm like Glenda the Good Witch. Well, that I bet you that I don't know whether that's something that Lexi might resonate with. Glenda the Good Witch.
Oh, I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who that is? Is that not? Is it Wizard of Oz? But
Oh.
yeah, Lexi likes all of that kind of witchy stuff. I mean, that's Lexi's one of the people on my radar, along with a few of the rest of you, that it's, some of these words and stuff I might not like, but I respect what you like and what other people do. But that's a way I'd say if people don't get a shaman, an energy doctor, energetic doctor, which is more powerful with your Scorpio as you're also a psychic detective. Yeah, that's the thing. It's because of the Pluto being able to get straight to the root of the problem. That's where I have got a little bit of an edge on people, guys. I'm just gonna say it. But yes, I've been thinking about the concept of prisons for days now, constantly hearing prisoner references. Oh, interesting. Right, okay, so I'm going to let Lexi go, just as it looks like more people are arriving actually. But thank you so much, thanks, because I really do appreciate when you share, because
Yeah.
that many people are open to do this, and it's I just hope that I do over time attract more people that are willing to come on and have a wee chat. But I think that really just, it just gives people an idea of the changes that can take place. And it's good that you have had things happen that have surprised you. You know what I mean? That it's like your power
Yeah.
coming back in ways that you didn't expect.
I
But
mean, 4 years ago when I met you, I would have never thought I'd be able to talk on a video on live. So
yeah.
here
Oh no,
we
and
are.
that you know what? Thanks for saying that, because that is again like one of the things that I help people with all the time about getting over their fear of being seen, whether it's being seen like this or just being seen in their business for whatever they do in the world. So I'm really proud of you with that, and it's just scratching the surface, Lexi. So yes. But yes, I will with you, I mean. I feel this is just getting you used to that. So I will let you go now. Yes, very brave. It is very brave indeed. Lexi's very gifted in her own right. Just came out of addictions counselling. Right, Nathan, I'll get chatting with you in that. So how do I wait a minute? How do I
I'll leave. It's okay.
you just exit?
Bye.
Right, love you. See you later. Bye. Right. And I'll stop recording. But hopefully I am still live. Put that there. Am I still live, guys? Um, oh, so that's fun. Yay. Yay. I mean, I've always known that I can do that, but it just wasn't, why is that up here? Go down there. No, I don't want to stop the video. We'll just put this down here. Oh shit. I don't want to do that either. Just put it up there. Yeah, I saw a vision of me doing more of that, because I used to do it on Facebook Live all the time, but I'm going to have to fiddle about with the StreamYard to figure out how to change the settings so that I can actually, so you can see me and hear me, because that was hilarious that you couldn't see me and hear me. But the point is, guys, we're not doing the challenge in that way of procrastination, everything, but it kind of is. But the point was I took action, messy action. It didn't work out, but I took the action. Do you know what I mean? And then I'll fiddle about with that, but I might not want StreamYard anyway, because I don't stream on all the other platforms. It might not be worth my while. But anyway, thank you so much to Lexi. And right, so I used to fear the term witch. Yeah, it's funny, but it's like a lot of people are like that, but I'm quite I've got quite unique perspectives on that, so I won't get into that today. It's more like what I say all the time. I don't personally like it to refer to myself, because there are witches out there on YouTube and in the world that do serious black magic and fuckery on people. I've had it done on me. I'm not going to talk really too much about that, but just for obvious reasons, spiritual warfare, but it's because I want to untangle all the time. So it doesn't resonate for me. Um I don't like it and I don't want, yeah. So but I know there's all these books and that about that, but I've sometimes wondered about that. That's actually going quite on deep levels of it. But anyway, whatever. Like I've said before, if someone wants to refer to me as that, as long as you're using the word white in front of it, a white witch, like meaning like undoing the fuckery, then that's all good. But there's so many labels we can use, it's no one that I want. Right, so how did it go, Nathan? And did you watch The Journey? We aren't speaking right now, unfortunately, so I don't know. All right, is that what yes, to each their own, exactly. We all are drawn to different things. So what I wanted to do then is um basically I just wanted to have a wee chat about how you found things. So can I just say actually, oh wait a minute, I just want to just do something I did just because I was doing that healing on Lexi, I just want to kind of make it clear that we're done or they'll keep healing. Right, so right, sending Lexi love and prayers for continued healing. And she can email me whatever the written bits were of, like I said, but some people like to read it, but I think it's amazing when people can share like that because I take it in better like this. Right, so thank you to like a couple of people that have emailed me, and I think I've found everything. So if I haven't found anything, yes, a white witch of the light, exactly, Michelle. If I haven't found everything that people have emailed me, it's just because, like I said, I'm in quite a different state of awareness when I hold the space for something like this, and it really is the energy that I'm holding for everyone is it's intense and it's quite powerful and like so for instance just to get like I wanted to go walk this morning and I wasn't allowed to and I snoozed my alarm and then I got up really quite late, but I mean that is what happens because it's just what happened. So, but I am trying to like I think I got back to everyone's emails. So if I didn't, then forgive me. And also I did notice like I've not watched it all yet, but I watched half of the live last night, and like I put in the post, I noticed. Wait a minute, I need to think before I say her name. Shay Lee. I don't remember doing you a card, and also I didn't actually see you saying yes, please. So, yeah, so just so everyone's aware of that, right? Now I'm going to miss things, right? We're all human again. That's debatable, but whatever. I'm not perfect. I am going to miss sometimes when that happens, but it's two things. Just now, when there's not as many people on a live, I endeavour to pull everyone a card because, well, there's not that many people on it. It's going to reach a point. We're nowhere near that right now. It's going to reach a point where it's not impossible, but I'm not. They're not going to allow me to do that because it's too much and it's I don't feel I'm going to be allowed to do that at some point. We're nowhere near that right now though. But what does happen is even if I want to pull everyone a card, sometimes for something going on in your life, I won't see your message. Now you could call that a technical thing, but that used to happen on Facebook, and I've seen people get arsy about it before on Facebook, whether people, over the years, or nobody really got arsy with me about it because I explained it, but it happens with friends of mine too. It happens with clients of mine or friends that I'll explain that happens. But there's reasons for it. It's like for instance, I was wondering, like, like Shaylee isn't here, but I'd be interested if there's anything for Shaylee about like being missed or something, you know what I mean? Because I thought, oh, that always happens for a reason. But I'm just sharing it because if that's not something for Shaylee, it's probably going to be just for me to say that for other people. Like, you know what I mean? Like not like, I don't know, not getting what everyone else is getting or something like that. I don't want to put my own word in, but I just noticed, I thought, oh, how come? Because I could feel I hadn't given everyone a card. But that's why I kept saying, like, keep saying it if you've not had it. But even though I say that, that's something that I always, take note of is I help people find their voice, like you've just saw with Lexi sharing. And I love that Lexi just said that at the end about, 4 years ago she would never have thought she would have been doing this, like an interview. But I help loads of people get over their fear of being seen, and you need to do that for your business. So that's how I can make people a lot of money, because if you can't get over that fear, for some people's businesses, it's detrimental. But also people that you don't want to be seen in that way, or there's loads of cool ways you can get around that, and so that's how I can help people too. But but yeah, so I'm just making that clear that it's and if any time you're on it and you actually see that somebody's saying something and I'm not seeing it, then say to me. But there's always a reason, so whatever. So, but yeah, whenever Shaylee comes back, then I will do her card, and then anyone else who didn't get a card. But I'm not going to do cards every night because, like I said, I don't want people to just associate with me the cards. Because hopefully, like what you've seen with Lexi, I'm a little bit more than the cards. We love the cards, but right. So yes, I understand. I didn't want it. Nobody calls me that or knows. I've just come to realize I am in the last years. Yes, absolutely. I feel that with your crow medicine. um, so, um, right. I'm breaking all Cancer Moon traditions today. Yes, absolutely. And did you notice that I am too? So me and Nix don't usually really like the Cancer Moon so much. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty Leo Moon already. It's quite funny because I'm having a bit of a Cancer Moon period to myself on the full moon, on the Leo full moon. And that's different for me because I usually do really like to do a live on the Leo moon. So the Leo full moon, I really want to do one. But there we go. That's actually quite linked to what Lexi said. I'm taking it for me. I'm being guided to have that for me because it's my favourite moon, and that is a full moon, and it's a wolf moon, and I'm the wolf medicine, and so are a lot of you. So I'm taking that night for myself, and I encourage you to, and then I'll come back on the Friday for us to celebrate and have a party and be proud of ourselves. But we're not there yet. But yes. I don't need a personal card going forward. Everyone's card resonates, yes, because we're all one. Yes, you're a lot more than the cards. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Right, so, but let's just feel into it. So, like I said, I was really again, I'm not going to home in too much, but there was one email I found today, and I was just like, wow, and it really did touch me how much that actually makes me want to cry. Like how much some of you trust me, like. Yeah, so thank you for that. Like, if it's just someone had sent me their, like, what they wrote down. And that really, yeah, I'm honored when people trust me to do that. So if you're wanting to do that, you can. And I'll really keep an eye for it. Again, the problem is, right, I really didn't think this through. My emails are full, but I do seem to still be getting them. So unless you have sent one and haven't replied, because I think I've replied to everyone now, then let me know. But yeah, right. So, does anyone want to share? You don't need to share your block or what you did, but does anyone want to share a little bit about what they've done? Can I just say that with what Lexi said about the tapping, I'm going to be integrating that into some of the daily stuff that I do, or I might even be doing that tomorrow. I'm not really too sure. Um, but that was totally divinely timed that she talked about that. And then I noticed that one of you, I'll just say one of yous, but I mean you can see yourself when you see comments. But I like that you'd said that you were doing that because it's a really it's just one of the many really powerful tools that people can use themselves or that I do with people in personal sessions. And it's very good for anxiety and trauma and loads of different things, reprogramming. Yes, oracle cards merely supplement your psychic gifts, yeah. And anything that's cutting about. um, exactly. Some do, and it's some people have got a talent for that, like reading the tarot in a very textbook sort of way. And I've even over the years and maybe still could enjoy that. It's different, but that is different from the way that I do it. I have certainly not studied any of my guidebooks because I was told long ago before really full on going into it all that it would hold back my natural gifts. So I don't it's not like I never read the guidebooks. Like I said, I'm loving some of these channeled ones that are coming out lately, but I don't really tend to. Right, so these aren't reading cards as such. They're kind of like they're affirmations. So I think I might use a bit of these. So let's just get a general one for all of us. But can I just check in? Has everybody taken some sort of action? And if you want to share the action that you've taken, I'm all ears would be or eyes. It would be brilliant and it might give people, ideas for anything they want to do. But if you just want to be like, yep, I've taken my action, then That's all we need to know. Yes, there we go. So today I did, before I saw you call, an exercise, yeah, because you've done it before, so you kind of knew what was coming, where I was forgiving myself for my own mistakes, and then I tapped on it and transmuted it with Saint Germain Violet. Yeah, brilliant. So, that counts. So Nyx has taken some sort of action towards what she had written down as a block. So there's no rocket science in this. Just do something, just and like I said, for some people, if you've recognized that you find it difficult to receive a compliment, just practice as soon as you can today or tomorrow, like receiving from people, like saying thanks and whatever else comes on your radar, because really when we're doing this, things will happen in your life, like, and chaotic things might happen to get your attention. I've already seen it happen with some of you, and through emails when you've told me personally. So pay attention, and it could be uncomfortable. This week's powerful. Like I said, that full moon opposite Pluto and the Sun in Aquarius, it's not come to play, so it could get pretty interesting. I think that's actually, do you know what? That's actually probably why I've been instructed that I don't do a live on the actual full, but on the first day, so that we can all have a bit of breathing space. Very interesting. And then I made a vow to myself to love myself using a little more tapping and calling on my higher self and light. Yeah. So like I said, you can do similar, or just you do you. Do something that resonates. And just like I just keep stressing as well that some people are better at this because they've done it before. Like Nyx has done a lot of stuff like this on her own, and she's done a lot of stuff with me. So it's like you kind of, and you know how this challenge goes. So, but that all feels very in line with what I know that you were picking. So if this stuff resonates with you, do it. But just you don't need to do that. Just fucking do something. Don't stay stuck. Don't stay stuck. So I'm going to trust that the people that need to hear that hear it, and don't judge yourself. Basically you can't do this right or wrong. That's the point. Just do something. Like for that's why I gave the example. For some people it might just be you've identified you've got quite a lot of codependency right now. So go and do the journey that I've got on codependency, or go and find anyone that you resonate with, something to heal with that. You know what I mean? It's an action, it's something. But if you're guided to do a little bit more, then do a little bit more. So I'm busting through and amping up exercise to lose the 10 pounds I picked up. Brilliant. Love it. Breath work is revolutionary. There you go. There's another one. Breath work. I was also guided to take some messy action for my business, so it's star aligned. I'll be interested to see how it plays out in this age of Christian. Yes, absolutely. That sounds great as well. And this is often the way it does go in the Fuck It Let's Go challenge, that it's stuff that I'm helping with in their business. So see how it fits. It fits, the two fit together. When you feel better about yourself, it's more likely to follow on. So, right. So again, to be honest, there's not that many people on here. So I think I might be getting a bit of a lighter night here. Like I was kind of planning to get off by 8:30, and that looks like it might be likely. So Nathan, are you still here? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let's pull a general affirmation. I love it. I trust myself and the process of life. The moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need. See how that fits? And then actually, this is quite funny. The card that's sitting there is ask for support. Never be afraid to seek the support you need. So look how perfect that is, considering I never, obviously the guides did, but considering I never planned that with Lexi. You know what I mean? It's like that was basically her point, was she wasn't, 4 years ago, wasn't the kind of person that would A, come on the screen like that, but B, ask for help. And now she's doing both. And has been doing that for quite some time now. Yes, let go and let God. That's one of my favourite sayings, absolutely. Because again, I like God more than universe, but a lot of these cards talk about the universe. But yeah, so never be afraid to seek the support you need. I think they're getting me. I think that's coming out as well, because it's so this week, right? I don't even know what I'm doing yet, but I'm going to have offers on. Like I'll probably say what the offers are because I don't know yet. I've got an idea, but I'll say what the offers are from the full moon, from like Thursday, Friday, maybe even tomorrow, but I'll just need to see. But usually I would have discovery calls with people like, well, basically, if you want to find out about these offers, well, tonight I don't know what they are, but you can, maybe that's why it's earlier too. I could do discoveries with people tonight up until a point, um, and um, and tomorrow, but I won't be around on Thursday. I won't be on a live and I won't be doing discovery calls. And I'm not doing any personal sessions with people this week, but discovery call can make peace with that. But again, not like big, massive, long ones. Um, and yeah, and I'll be around on Friday. But again, with Friday being the end of the week and going into the weekend, I probably will keep the live. I'd imagine, quite short, and I'll just want to get on my weekend because I'll be tired. But I'm just sort of saying that it's like, yeah, if you do foresee that you do want to do some deeper work with me, it would be wise to try and jump on a call with me, or at least come on, get on my radar, like email about that you'd be interested in stuff. Um, at some point this week. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm going to have bonuses for people that will go away. They'll go away when I shut down the challenge. But if you express interest and you're serious about it, then there's things that we can work out. So that might have been clear as mud. I'm not very sure, but whatever. Like I said, I'm not the best in a Cancer moon, but I'm trying. I'm showing up. So I've loved Lexi talking about getting support to ask for help, and it's interesting as I booked that session in the sale, and my cancer, wait a minute, my cancer really wanted to give it to one of my children, but I knew I had to. Yeah, put yourself first. That's a really important thing to recognise too. Yeah, because it's like the whole, the aeroplane thing that I say all the time. I think you even said that when we spoke, that it's, yeah, you've got to sort yourself out first. So, you're not going to be any good to on the plane if you sorted their mass first, then it's like, well, if you keeled over and then they're on their Todd, you know what I mean? So you've got to make sure that you're all right. And obviously that's a very close second, if not in alignment first, but that's where a lot of people can go wrong. Um, I think that's also why I've had such a strong week this week because we've pre-paved the work with my session. Thank you for saying that. No, I'm glad to hear that. I can feel that. Like I can feel the power. It feels like it's fitting with that card that I pulled you last night. Right, so guys, what fucking hell, that's windy. Let's do a bit of these self-care cards. Where's Nathan? Because I'm aware that Nathan came on and then he's not spoke again. So I'll make sure he's all right. So I had actually made sure Nathan, you know what I mean? I checked him with Nathan through email. It's not just, this isn't the first. But and that's basically what I'm saying. Like some of the chaotic things that are happening in some of your lives, it's not a coincidence. Some of you that have done courses with me, as in like in a safe container courses, you'll know exactly what I mean. I can think of one course that I done with people a couple of years ago, and it was quite interesting that it was all in like the first week, I think. It was just seemed like there was all these fucking tornado storms happening in everyone's life, and I was like, look, this is what happens. Like, you know what I mean? You've signed up to go through the. It's like you can't turn back now. You know what I mean? So I feel people might have a bit of that going on. You know what I mean? Could be wrong, but I've just got a feeling. Do you know what? I want to do some of these. Let's do because I was trying to find these cards for ages and I couldn't, and I've not found them all, but I trust that the right ones will come out. I just want to check if the guy from the garage is in it. So we've got compatibility, sacred woman, worthiness, sexuality, love, the rainbow, creativity, the distorted feminine, dating, commitment, maturity, soulmate, sexual freedom, abundance, inner peace, connection. Can I just say as well, I know I keep repeating myself here, but if you're watching this on the replay or you're watching it, you don't feel like talking because that's what a lot of people are like in a Cancer moon. That's kind of why it's quiet too. I think it is the time too. I think I've worked that out that although I'd prefer to go live at 6:30 because then I can get it done and then just have the rest of the night to myself. It doesn't seem to be a great time, and I think it's probably bedtimes and all that stuff, and don't know, but when I do it at 8, it does seem to be better. Just take some action, because when we do the timeline jump tomorrow, however I'm going to like jump into our highest timeline, which like I said, everything I do is getting people to do that. But the way in which I do that is a bit of a stronger activation, and it does require that you have taken at least some action. Again, any action, just move forward, basically. Don't stay stuck. Spiritual maturity, luminosity. It's not that nothing will happen. You'll still have good stuff happen, but well, he's not in there. The guy from the garage has went walkies. I'm totally channeling energy for some of your twins. Well, the guy from the garage isn't going to come out because he's not. What am I channeling right now? If you're wondering what I'm talking about, the guy from the garage is the chivalrous man who's the counterpart to the luminous woman who is in the deck. And he's not in the deck. So where is he? I don't know what it means either. I'm just going with it. Where is the... Let's just ask for this deck. I feel that the guy from the garage is going on a journey. Unfolding surprise. Oh fuck. So look, this is so weird and wonderful Aquarius, the way I'm channeling this right now. But it's like, so this is a divine masculine energy, or a collective of divine masculine energies that have they've went off the scene, and they've pulled me to the words hidden truth. So if someone's in Hermit, okay, and healing from some fuckery, jealousy and gossip. That's going to be specific. Opportunities and home. Bear. There's the bear again. Strength and resource. So there's a lot of people that can. I actually know it's more than Nathan. There's another person. That's specific. So there's somebody who has, yeah, this is just like you said, that's going to make sense for different people, but somebody's basically going inwards to heal from some kind of gossip. And I mean, there was other cards that came out there, but I wasn't guided to say it out loud for some reason. Which may or may not be true. So I don't know who that's going to make sense with, but you'll know if it's you. So maybe it's awakened on a different timeline. Yeah, whoever that's for will know what it makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. It's not make sense. It's not meant to make sense to us unless it is yours. Right. Give us a card. Give us a card for the general divine feminine collective. So it might pick up on where you're at, or it might not. I'm just going to sort of feel into whatever I'm guided to pick up, and then I might just call it a night because somebody needs to connect with Crystal, the distorted masculine. So, oh, and there's that's funny. There's the luminosity. So, God, okay. So we might be doing some shadow work here. I feel we might be helping some divine feminines. And remember, this is the confusing thing. When I'm saying divine feminines, yes, you could be a female divine feminine, but you could also be a male divine feminine. But I feel you are dealing with someone, or this could be past energy and they could be out of this, like yeah, healing and fast tracking ascension. But you could be dealing with somebody that is in distorted masculine energy. So either a woman that is too controlling and in divine masculine energy, or a male that is in distorted masculine energy. So let's read distorted masculine first, because that's what came out. And I'll try and find the rest of the cards basically. But I always just trust the ones that are meant to come out come out. So be aware of where the distorted masculine may be showing up in your life. Let go with love and live a fully blessed life in the now. The distorted masculine is here for all of us to see every day in our lives. It is characterized by an unwillingness to trust, tending to ignore emotions and intuition, wanting proof of everything, and insisting on logical and rational approach. See how this isn't just for males? Like, there's a lot of women that are like, I feel that's come out because it's maybe to help with if some people are having a bit of a if people are having a bit of a blind spot and recognizing where they're maybe not open to support or something like that. I don't know. It'll make sense to whoever it's meant to. Part of the mode we all grew up in, with to a greater or lesser extent, this old paradigm is now becoming obsolete. And see how this is really fitting with the times we're in. At first, we may still believe that the distorted masculine owns and runs the world, but if we look closer, we can see that his refusal to acknowledge and support the divine feminine is causing him to wither and die. Oh my God, that's quite powerful. We've all created the society we live in today, irrespective of our gender. How long the distorted masculine continues to exert its power is up to each and every one of us. I really do feel for, like, you might still be in this situation, but I feel for a lot of people piecing together all the sad songs that I was woken up with today. And I feel this is about, like, people that have moved out of this space and reflecting on when they've been like that from the programming of society, which that's what I'm feeling. It's like somebody feeling very reflective in hermit mode. The distorted masculine loves bureaucracy, power for the sake of it, and separateness rather than togetherness. He tends to work with a win-lose dynamic where there can only be one winner first prize. Taking advantage and taking whatever is available are seen as business, as usual in this mode. So naturally, we see a lot of distorted masculine in the corporate environment, and the damage is done to our forests and oceans. It's tempting to feel helpless in the face of such an intense force, but this dragon has soft underbelly. Dragon, Year the Dragon, coming up soon, because we're not technically in it till the 11th. Because without the feminine forces to feed him, he cannot survive. You've drawn this card today because the distorted masculine is still influencing your life. Do you live by the clock in your diary, pushing everything aside until your work is done? Do you ignore your intuition or the messages from your body urging you to rest and relax? Well, I don't, because I'm saying I'm feeling, I'm just going with the flow, and I'm feeling like not to do as much tonight. And on Thursday, because I'm taking that off, and I usually do a live every night. So and can I just say, I've not always been like that. That's from recognising past times I've done this. Because a lot of the time, in past times, I help people take massive jumps to their highest timeline in their business and stuff, and I didn't pull in any money. So I was like, what the fuck have I just done all that for? But it's kind of like, now I don't approach it quite the same. Like, I still help people, but I help myself too, because I know that there's a possibility that that can happen. Like, I'm more than sure there's a possibility of that happening this time because I've done it in January. Like, I definitely haven't done this, from a point of, yeah, we'll see. I'm always open for miracles, but do you ignore are you afraid to feel your emotions for fear of being overwhelmed or appearing weak? This is what we're dealing with here. I feel this may be somebody's block, and it's about somebody getting honest with themselves. So I don't know who that's for, but it's going to be for a few people. I can feel it in my crown as well. Your angels and spirit guides want you to know that now is the time to bring this imbalance to your conscious awareness. Acknowledge it, bless it for what it's taught you, and let it go. It's time to live in and for the present moment without this influence. Yeah. So generally, I'm not going to read the other one. It is just about recognising where you might still be controlling something a bit too much, or go, two in your masculine. Where do you need to release the reins a little bit? Right. So, oh my God, I told my twin flame that used the exact words wither and die. Oh my God, when did you say that? Today? Totally withdrawn hermit next level. Like, what, you're him? Oh God, oh God. Interesting. Oh shit, what have I done? I've picked up I've picked up about 3 different decks. Oh well, okay. I'll try and shuffle them. Holy shit. Right, what else do we need to know? So I can tell what they're doing, right? I think what please keep an eye out for Shaylee, because I could just do it now, but I like to get people's permission. So technically, actually, do you know what? I'm just going to do one now. So Shaylee, I'm going to do one for you now, and if you come on live, I'll do it again. But I would have just used this deck. What does Shaylee need to know? And because she did ask yesterday. And I think the collective messages that I'm going to do are going to be tapping in to people that are doing this, but they're more doing it privately, and they're not, either might be chatty sometimes and other times not as chatty. Yeah. Have no fear. Fear is a I feel this is connected to what Shaylee said. Fear is a trap of the ego, which look at this is this is what I feel this is all about tonight. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. And if I'm not mistaken, Shaylee, you said something about it was definitely something around blocks around sharing your gifts. I don't think that was specifically it, was it? It was something like that though. It was like you knowing what you're being guided to do and maybe not doing it or something. And then I'm sure you're the person that said your guides were having a party because it was about self-love. So whatever that means to you. But yes, look at this. Put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark you. And look at me scratching my nose. That's my sign for when I'm connecting with loved ones in spirit. And Shaylee says she was a medium as well. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. Love it. Feels fitting with some of the things some of you have said as well. And look, magnificence. Once you're own your magnificence, again, which is what I help people do as well. The world needs your brilliance and grace, because that's what I was planting the seed with at Lexi at the end there as well. So, so let's see. So I feel these collective messages are going to hit some of the people that are quieter. So let's just see. I'll just see what comes out. What is it that some of the messages that people are needing to hear? So, like I said, I'm going to keep saying this, but if you feel like you do want to work with me at some point, but you're like, right, I'm no way in any place right now to work with Claire, like I've not got the money, but if you're feeling a really, really strong pull, and it will be a strong pull, just email and set up the discovery call, right? And like I said, I'm just trusting you that it's as long as you're serious about you do want to work with me at some point, that's all I ask. I don't actually think you'll get anywhere near me if you had bad intentions, but you can test it, see if you want to be a nasty fucker, you can, but I don't foresee. You'd be surprised though, and I just looked at the card that said surprise when I said that. I suppose I'm testing it away too. I want to see if anybody does get through the filter to fuck me over again. But I forgive people that have fucked me over, but look, step up and lead. Yeah, because that's part of being a leader that I feel a lot of people might not really take on board, that it's like you can get double crossed quite badly when you put yourself out there in a big way. So, right, so maybe that might have happened to some of you for me to be saying that, because it's not happened to me recently, thank fuck, but maybe it's coming again. I think Archangel Michael's sword says faith. Yeah, I like that card. And Charlie's son Skylar's, but yeah, yes, that was beautiful. Right, so what's a message for someone out there? Choice. Oh, look, and there's a pregnant woman on this card when you're saying that. Reconsider a commitment. You have the right to change your mind. I don't know if I like that pictures on that for that. Anyway, right, so whoever that's for, there's something I actually, do you know, this is quite specific. I feel this is for somebody. I need the other day. Oh, whoa, shit, yeah, fucking hell, someone needs this message. I feel this is specifically somebody's in a commitment with someone that they don't want to be in. And it's perhaps, oh Christ, this is going to speak to one of our distorted sorry to call you that, but the card says that. Somebody's with a distorted feminine that's keeping them a distorted masculine. This could even be a marriage. Basically, somebody's really lowering your vibration, and you have the right to change your mind. And what does that person need to know? Because that's obviously not going to be everyone. So if it's not a marriage, it's a commitment of sorts. Somebody is with somebody that it's not good for them to be around. That's a lot of people in the world. All in perfect time, and this is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. Yeah, that's very clear. These are some of the situations I help people with. That's going to speak to you if that's you. I don't know whether I'm speaking to the divine feminine or divine masculine. More feels like a divine masculine, like could be a divine masculine female, but it feels like a man actually. But it's somebody knows that they're in a situation that isn't good for them, and it's time to walk through the doors of change now. And the way forward is open. Again, it'll make sense. You are here, X marks the spot. You're not trapped. I wish I'd said that. I don't know if again, I don't know if I said that this person felt trapped, but you could see I was getting that. That was the gist. This person feels trapped. So this person is either trapped in an unhappy marriage or they're trapped in a relationship. It could be, you know, there could be children involved. There doesn't need to be children, but there usually is children involved for somebody to be trapped, but not always. Someone could be trapped financially, but you're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunity abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Somebody's breaking free of where they're trapped. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. So that's either happening right now or it's about to happen, or I'm channeling about a past situation. But that was really quite strong. So that's why I like doing that, you see, because some people are in really difficult situations and they do watch me, but they don't talk. It used to happen all the time on Facebook Live. So I know a lot of people have followed me from Facebook, as much as I don't like to think about that. Trust your decisions, march to the beat of your own heart. This is very clear. Someone has decided what they want for their own life, and I feel other people are angry about it, and that you're getting the go-ahead. So, right. Do you ever go and share your work in public places? What do you mean? Like, I have a friend who reads at a bookstore every. Oh, right, no, but I will do. Like, I mean, that's been channeled to me for like Christ, like 20 years plus, really. No, maybe not 20 years. When the first medium I ever went to, I was 19. So that is quite young. So yeah, like 20 years ago. And well, that's the guy that I always say that I saw like now that was like 4 years ago, or was it even 5 years ago? I saw him again after all that time. But that's the same man that he did tell me that, well, he said you're about to meet a tall, dark, handsome stranger. I was like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? I was like, fuck off. But I did actually meet that. That's my twin flame. So, and then so it was funny when I saw him again just before the pandemic because he'd said a couple of other things. And yeah, so me and that medium man must be connected, but quite funny. Um, but no, I foresee I will do that. Like I will, because I'm going to write not just one book, I'm going to write several books. So I'll have to, I suppose I'll be going on book tours and shit like that, which I don't like the sound of that because I don't like traveling, guys. I'm not your average Sagittarius moon. Some people will be like, oh, this person loves traveling. Like if that's a good point. See if somebody just had like learned astrology like that, like the textbook way, I'd be like, no, that's wrong. Like, yeah, I love a holiday. Do you know what I mean? Like, who doesn't love a holiday? But I'm not like I wouldn't want to be traveling all over the place like all the time. Like, but yeah. But it's quite funny. I think you're saying that for a reason because I was saying it before Christmas that I am feeling like I do need to do that. So I'm taking that on board. See you're doing it. This is what I mean. I've stepped it up so much that people are seeing it in real time. Like when I've been saying that for the past 10 years that I am a healer for other healers, a medium for other mediums, blah blah blah. I don't know whether other people believe me or not. I don't really care. Like that is true. All the things that I say about I always have other mediums and healers in my inbox and that. It's just I've balanced out a bit now where I'm actually attracting and you're seeing it because it's like that is in line with what I have been getting told. So anyway. I'd like to do that for kids actually. I would like to go because my voice is healing. Like I'd like to go and because I love doing that in the nurseries. Like I'm very animated. Like my nieces love it when I read them a story. Like when I was babysitting them at their own house a few weeks ago, my sister and her boyfriend were amazed because like my weeest niece who's 3, like sat and listened like really intently, like for like 5 books in a row. They were like, what the actual fuck? It's a gift, guys. It's worth me saying that I've manifested the money to pay for the sessions with you on these challenges more than once. Yes. Oh God. Oh my God. And the thumb went up. The thumb went up. I don't think I even done it with my hand. Look, I think that's spirit be like, that's true. She's telling the truth. So that's how you believe in the miracles too, yeah. And also that's a karma thing, because that's what I usually say that all the time as well. It's not like, oh, if you notice you come in a lot of money on these challenges, like, come and spend it with me. But I feel I feel you might get rewarded even more if you do, because it's like it only kind of makes sense. Like forget the fact that it's me. If I was looking at the situation, it's like what I say all the time, there is something about the keeping the balance and the equilibrium. I just noticed that people that do invest back, like what I just said about Lexi, they seem to feel my healing on a total different next level. It's interesting. It just always feels like a test of integrity. And I've been tested in my life for that too, because again, this is why I help people with this. So, and Charlie's son, but thanks for saying that, because these are important things, especially because Venus is in Capricorn now. Let me check the astrology actually. Venus, remember, is love and beauty, but it's also money. So money talks. So there's a lot of talk about money right now. It's probably going to be a lot of talk about how the money's all going to shit. You know what I mean? The money system. Let's just see. Yeah, Venus is 0 degrees Capricorn right now. Venus, Mars, and Mercury. Oh, that's powerful actually. Right, so let's just see. I think I was going to check before I sort of let that whatever I was channeling about. What's going on with that masculine that's stuck in a situation basically, or thinks they're stuck? A song's going off. Sorry, that's really funny. So the song is bits and pieces. It's actually like a dance song. I just fucking love it, man. If that comes on at a party, I'm up to dance whether I'm drunk or not. But I don't know. That might have relevance to people. I don't know if you know that, but what does that mean to me? That just feels happy. Like when that song comes, maybe somebody's happy they're free. Somebody's happy they're breaking free. That's so fun. Shit. Whose message is it? Remember your identity, you can do it. Yeah, somebody's happy they're breaking free, man. Let's hope they've already broke free. Somebody can see through I'm telling you, somebody can see through some sort of illusion and they're fucking off. They've already left or they're going to soon. So, yay, another one's broke free. Um, maybe it's somebody that's silently doing this. The spell has broken and somebody's breaking free. So mark my words, that is it's either happened already, it's happening presently, or it's going to happen soon. So come back and tell me privately if that's you. Um, right, and Charlie's son Skylar is in spirit. You scratch your nose when reading for her. Yes, yeah, you're right. I do, and also because it was a pregnant woman on the card, but I just didn't want to go into it because she's not here. But that'll happen again. It's happening again. I didn't mean that'll happen again. I mean it'll happen when she's on. Like it'll come through stronger. But like I said, I'm going to need more information because that's why I don't like it when people tell me names because it's quite when it's babies. I'm going to have to come up with some. Well, it's not me. They'll do it for me anyway. But good spotting that. Right, so a soul sister sent me some different pieces of jewellery. One of my favourites is a clear heart pendant with a single mustard seed and said, "Oh, that's beautiful." The saying about, the verse in the Bible about all it takes is a mustard seed or something. That's lovely. I'd lost track, but I found it last night. Another favourite piece she sent is the slim silver cuff I'm wearing, arrows on the outside. I'm a fucking warrior inscribed on this. Love it. Love it. She sent other stuff. It makes me feel weird because I don't want or need to give. Well, Michelle, have you identified what you need and what your action is? Because maybe that's your, maybe work around why you feel weird. But also, do you know this person well enough? Because sometimes that's a form of witchcraft. I'm just sort of saying, sometimes people can, because I'm funny about accepting, yeah, I don't, maybe that's why I don't receive a lot of Amazon gifts. But it's kind of like, the ones I do receive it from are people I know, love, and trust. Thank you guys if that's been one of you. But I sometimes wonder when I see people that receive quite a lot, I'm like, I hope that they're not receiving shit from folk that are sending them the evil eye. Yep, see, I'm feeling that, the crown. It's nice to get gifts, but yeah, I want to fucking know where they're coming from. Do you know what I mean? Because people can do fuckery and stuff like that. So, never sent anything back. Then she ghosted. Oh well, Divine said, oh my God. What the hell? How weird is that? I hadn't scrolled down to see that yet. Am I understanding that right? So although these things sounded lovely, oh my God, oh, I don't like that. Michelle, can I pull some cards on that for you? I don't like that. I don't like that I said that. Yeah, my background in children, my background is in children. Children's counselling, working in nurseries, children's cancer ward, probably other things I forgot right now, schools. It's still not too late to be a writer, maybe a ghost writer with all this talk of ghosts. Wait a minute. I want to break free. Another one bites the dust. Wait a minute. I'm catching up with what you are saying. Faith is the size of mustard seed. Michelle, I think you need to work on receiving. Yeah, also, look, we're on the same page here. I've known her for years online only. I think that about that too. What's up with that? Can I just, because that's not a coincidence. I just said that, but I know I'm completely divinely protected, so nothing gets through. Yeah, well, you know what? Like, you're gonna know best your situation, but all I would say is for you or anyone else, I would be careful with that because I used to think that too, and I would say that to, and I see people saying it quite a lot, but I do believe things can happen. And then for you to sort of untangle yourself from it, it's quite hard for me to describe that, but it's not always as clear cut as that. Like on the whole, yes, I am always divinely protected. Um, but part of that would be like use it, you have to be on the ball and be discerning about protecting yourself too. Like you can't just accept, and I'm not just saying this to you, Michelle, I'm saying this to everyone. Like it's about being open-minded that entities can work through others. I don't want to terrify people too, but it's true. Like it's not, sometimes it's not the person as such. It's like you just don't know when the last time they smudged themselves or done any kind of work like that on themselves. And then it's like, right. I've given this example before over the years, but once I got this really beautiful necklace from a charity shop, right? It had all the wee, I like to call them magical shops, which I actually haven't been in one for like since before the pandemic. I stopped going in them, but which is probably quite good for my bank balance because I'd always pick up random shit. But I just love how magical and random they are. But I got a necklace that, like I said, it's really beautiful to look at, but I never wear it. And actually, now that I'm saying it, I need to fucking get rid of that because I don't know what the hell went on with it before, and I've smudged it and everything, but it's not got good energy. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean by you need to trust that. So whoever needs to hear that, right? What do we need to know anything about? Is there anything untoward or anything fuckery wise? Make it clear. Make the witch card come out, or the cat card, or I don't know what other one. Or old woman. I don't know if she is an old woman, but like, is there anything or is it okay? Because remember, there's another nice necklace card. What does Michelle need to know? I don't know, triangle choices. I think it's just about testing your own discernment over. Nah, define feminine. Yeah. Do you feel you? It sounded like you liked her, you trusted her. I think it's just maybe to give that message for other people about being discerning about that. Because I once, right, so again, keeping it anonymous, but it wasn't a client, it was someone I came into contact with, not through a client session, but the way in which I meet people, I did help them like a client session, but it was basically a male who was a twin flame. And he had, like, it was quite a wild story, but I mean, because this is what I help people with, black magic and all that, like, he basically had been gifted like a man's necklace, but he was like it was covered in like fucking like black magic, and and he was like, it did put me into like quite a whatever, a spell, or and just a lot of bad luck followed him about and everything, and then he traced it back to it being that. Actually, it was really quite similar to what I just channeled about that situation. But anyway, but basically what I'm saying is these things happen, you know what I mean? But it was like he then serendipitously came on my radar and I helped him. And yeah, so anyway. So just again, it can be any, you just be aware of the things that you get from other people, basically. It's like, right, when I like parted ways with a lot of people in my life, although I know, that they're, well, they're not doing anything like that. It's just I didn't want to be connected to anybody like that anymore. Karmic people in my life. So it was everything that was kept was gone, like within a matter of days. Um, and then even some things that I was maybe keeping to be sentimental, like not gone. So I trust it. Um, it's why I left, like when I got rid of WhatsApp, like before I actually deleted the WhatsApp, I came out of all these groups that I was just sitting in and not talking in because my energy was linked to them and I just didn't want to be linked at all. So um Yeah, there's something funny like that going on. I don't know what, but you'll have to let us know. I need to dispose of a ring gifted from karmic friends. Don't know whether to bury it or sell it. Yeah, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. That's the most important thing. Right. Speaking of spells, I find it so disheartening when I think I've found a soul brother, then they fall and ask me if I put a love spell. So you've got that habit of, making people fall in love with you. Well, a bit fucking cheeky, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like you should just be like, look, I can't help it if people, you know what I mean? People just fall in love with me. I can't help it. You can't claim somebody's put a fucking spell on you. Do you know? Oh dear. It was like when I first started this channel, there was a man in America, for all I know, you might still watch, but he sent me an email basically saying that. And I was like, I think it's maybe part of the reason why I didn't do this as much. I thought, shit. But anyway, it was a compliment, but quite funny. So I've been to every time I get a reading, they say that though, that like, that can, there's something about my Venus and Aries, I think. Like, what the actual fuck? I don't know how to perform any spells. It's funny. You got to laugh. You got to laugh. Anyway, right, so we'll just get one more message for someone out there, and then I'm going to go soon, I think, because it's 8:10. So not to brag, but many. Not listen. If you've got it, you've got it, Michelle. So people just be gel. Right, so that's funny. Oh, I just saw a very sexual card when I said that. I think it was the one that said sex. I'm not being funny, it did. That's just you being an embodied feminine, yes. The world belongs to those who read. Oh, so we've been chatting about books and there's something about books. Right, give us another message for someone out there, either a soul brother or a soul sister that's in need of help. Oh, that's not even meant to be in there. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Is this for me? Because I didn't get out my walk with it. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Oh, or the other thing I just mentioned. Choose a fun and meaningful, the sacred kind. If you indulge in the karmic kind, that's going to bring your energy down. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, but with the other things at it. But anyway, so maybe there's some unions going on. If the sex card comes out, I'm actually going to pee myself laughing. When I'm thinking we're developing a cool soul family tribe connection. Oh, well, this is what I mean. Like, keeping it real, there are a lot of I mean, I've got to be careful how I say this, but there are a lot of fucking weirdos in spiritual groups and that. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, weird and wonderful is I use weird in the positive way of I see weird and wonderful as like Aquarius energy. But there is another kind of weird that is just like fucking weirdos that like get obsessed with you. Like, I mean, that's why I don't. It might seem like I share quite a lot, but I do hold some stuff back because there will be some fucking weirdos that are out there like obsessed with me. Like whether it's a male or a female that think they know me and they don't. And, yeah, I can feel it. It comes up in meetings all the time. Like people that I don't know. So or people that might know me through someone else. So it's like, you know what I mean? And also the more my energy is up leveling and the more unconditional love I am and self-union, I'm going to attract even more like that. So I need the protection of all of you guys. So that's why the prayer is very important that we keep doing that. Sweet treat. Yeah. You only want to be whoever sweet treat you want to be. You're not just a sweet treat for fucking any old person, you know what I mean? Um, right, so. And you just said sweet when I pulled sweet. Loads of lonely hearts out yet. Loads of lonely hearts and loads of energy vampires. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I get that all the time because I've had that over the years. I then notice, like, I attract a lot of clients that are allowing themselves to go through the same, like just getting their energies zapped. And it's because, I'm not just saying this, but it's because we're all generally quite nice people. But at some point, you've got to sort of step out of being. I used to say this all the time on lives, but it's true. You can't keep singing from that old hymn sheet. Oh, I'm just a nice person, and that's why it happened. No, stop fucking letting it happen. Like if you keep letting people, sorry, I don't know where this is coming from, but if you keep letting somebody take advantage of you, guess what? They're going to keep taking advantage of you. You have to step out of victim mode and step into victor. Is there a victor out there? But it takes recognizing first and foremost that you are powerless. Pleasure. Well, that's kind of like the sex thing. Maybe somebody's doing sex magic on someone. Action. Take action. The journey to find your lost self begins with one step. And that's what the whole challenge is about. Mm. That message coming through hot, I know. I know, so many synchronicities. Right, let's get somebody else. I'll just keep going until I get a wee bit. I might do a wee bit of a chat between Divine Femme and Divine Masculine because I haven't. And then I'm going to go and have some pasta. I made some nice pasta last night, but it was right before midnight. And I tell you what, see, that's what I love Love Island, right? But I love escaping into it. But I really am. I was about to say I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it, but I'm really sensitive when I watch these things because it's like that couple that they've put in, right? That it feels like they do both still have feelings for each other, but they're both in their masculine. Again, they're not twin flames, but you know what I mean? They're both being very defensive. Therefore, and remember I said it was like he was trying to express himself and he obviously worked on himself, but it's obviously she's feeling it's not good enough because she was kind of showing off a bit in that and cut her nose off despite her face. So guess what's happened? He's fucking moved on to her pal. It's like this is fucking brutal. And I mean it does happen in real life too, doesn't it? But it's kind of like it's more the girl. I'm like, oh, I do not like that. Like, there was just like, it was that whole kind of, oh, G and whatever her fucking name is, like being all fucking best pals. And then it's like, the minute her one's chucked her to the side because he's fancying someone else, she's like, oh, the only other one I want is him. And that's her pal's ex that they've been going out for nearly 4 years. And it's, and you know what I mean? Obviously, the other one's going to be like not too happy about that. And, you know, but it's like it's just so like brutal. And that's the part of this world I can't stand. And I'm like, that's why I've been single for 20 years. People are pure, you know what I mean? I didn't say the word out loud this time, but that is not nice. I don't know what is, well, I do know what's going to happen there, but there's going to be a lot of heartbreak before it all sorts itself out. Sorry, sorry, not sorry, I'm really sensitive. So these programs are fucking brutal, but they signed up for it, so they signed up for it. Is there a heart in the trunk on that tree? Probably, but I've put it back so you could watch it back. I wish I wasn't busy today. I could have watched more of this stream. I think I'm going to have to go. Love you. Yes, I'm going to go soon too. So I'm complete and content all by myself. Well, that's how you need to be. You need to be in that for quite some time before any kind of proper twin flame physical union. Because if you're not, it'll not come your way. Because otherwise, it's codependency. You can't be too needy on someone. I've spoke loads about that. So, they say no man is an island, but I am my own island. Michelle, I hope if your one pulls up his socks and comes in after a big rebirth that you're going to let him in. Oh, only if it's good enough though. Where the fuck did that card go? If not now, when? Set yourself a new goal. And you control your money, don't let it control you. Like I said, there's a lot of energy in Capricorn. Right, I'm going to go now because I'm actually quite tired. My island has coconuts. Where are we going with that one? Abundance for all with the coconuts. Right, do you know what? I think I just want to, oh no, I did say I was going to, we'll do a little bit of that because it's not quite half. I feel like I need to come off at 8:30. Let's do a little bit of the, oh fuck, they're all over the bloody floor. And actually, that's really annoying. Oh, my foot's going to sleep a little bit. I wonder if I've got to be careful because oh, there it is. You're safe. I pulled that in the video that I'm going to publish after this. Right, let's pick up these cards. If I don't get them all, I'll pick up the ones I'm meant to. So, got them. Oh my god, I need to, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I need to get off here. I need to take this bra off. It's fucking agony. Fucking agony. Being a woman is hard. Oh, Sarah, you're arriving just as I was gonna go. Well, I'm definitely staying for another 10 minutes now. How are you doing? Yes, I was so needy and codependent. Yeah, I feel we all go through that. So people are at different parts of the timeline. So, and you know, you can't notice it from my experience helping people and being in it myself. You can't see it when you're in it. Like I was saying, I was in unconditional love and everything, and then when I realised that I was still had quite a bit of codependency, I was like, oh fuck, right, no, really, this is it. So my action today on the challenge was going to the addiction therapy, although I will watch the shamanic. Nathan, but that no, I mean that is huge action. So well done. That you can do both. Like definitely do watch that. Well done. Yes, it is the best thing you'll ever do, healing that, Michelle. Learning to be yourself before being with another. That's like even if you're not twin flames, but definitely when you're twin flames, learning to be happy on your own and spending that time on your own. If you've always sort of had a crutch of, I was about to say fuck buddies, but yeah, like you know that or well, what else would you know relationship after relationship, usually toxic if it's that you know that way, or keeping friends. I've done that too. You know that was quite enlightening when I did move away from a lot of friends. I hadn't realised that that was codependent. Like you know the amount of time that I was spending with friends. So like I said, it's like I bet you it's like it was the best thing that could ever happen to me, and no doubt it'd be the best thing that could ever happen to those people too. Oh, might not see it like that, but I mean that is the way that I see it. It's like, you know, it's not healthy. You're stopping other things from coming into your life. And then also I did say I was quite naive to think that when that happened, I'm like, oh yeah, my twin flames coming. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that because I was still codependent on like, oh my God, like that's, you know, like maybe that's gonna happen. So then I had to let go of that. And now I'm just like, oh, it is what it is. I'm happy doing this and let's just see where it takes us next. Right, floor of truthiness, yes. Um, feeling quiet and rainy today. Hope everyone here as well. Yes, I did say that, Sarah, that I felt quite a lot of people might be, and just with me knowing what somebody, oh God, look, I've not spelled that right. Fuck it, let cissist go. I'll need to change that after. But yeah, I did that. I'm not surprised you're one of the people feeling like that. I would be too if I didn't need to do this, which is why I'm going to get off in 9 minutes. But I hope you're well. Suppose love is truly blind. What did you say? Twin flames are not emotional support. What's I can't see because of the wee heart. Right, so the feminine energy, the collective I'm picking up on. We are a power couple and I'm proud to be yours. I'll pull 3 of these. Please don't be the cringe one. Please don't be the cringe one. Or I'll just look at it and be like, paraphrase it. I can't do that with the other one that was because I've already fucking said it. It's going to be a cringe one, isn't it? Oh, hello. I sound like Michael Jackson. It's almost time for a serendipitous meeting. Sarah, is this you again? Are you hogging the energy? It's almost time for a serendipitous meeting. Oh, right. We'll pull one more so that I can remember what. I can feel that though. I can feel it. Whenever your fear oh, look at this. Whenever your fear tells you I wouldn't want to hear from you, it's just that. I always do. I can actually think of a few times in the month where that wouldn't be true for me. But anyway, it's not like I would be angry, but I'd probably be like, do you know what? Like, this is probably do just want to fucking be myself, actually. But I suppose that he's like the only person I would be like, I'll allow this, but nobody else. I don't want to hear from anybody else. So maybe you might be the same, but right. So if you're shutting your own energy out, there's probably something wrong with that. Right. So, which is why I actually said that earlier. Right. So, oh, lovely, lovely. Steiner and Nikola Tesla, love it. Yes, did you notice how much silence has really been coming up in these daily videos as well, and all the different cards? And it came up in the last client session I done, about 3 different cards. I'm trying not to, I'm full surrender, or at least aiming for that. Heavy releases, yes. It was a wee joke saying twin flames are not emotional support animals. You know how people have support. Oh, right, yeah. I hear you. Aye, some people didn't get the memo on that. Does chivalry and romance still exist? Nathan, maybe you're meant to bring it back. Right, so We're a power couple and I'm proud to be yours. What's this divine masculine energy got to say back to that? I want to be alone. Now is not the right time. I daydream about you. Well, kind of in line. And it's almost time for a serendipitous meeting. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? I think I just saw when I was shuffling. I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. So what I'm getting from that is I feel it's almost time for a serendipitous meeting. I do feel this is what I picked up on the other day. Some of these divine masculine are getting third eye opening because I can feel activations like, yeah, they can see clearly something. This might tie in with what I just channeled for whoever else. Like, they can see clearly something they couldn't see before. And I feel they're going to come forward and express, I can feel it at the throat now, come forward and express that. So there's something that people have said when they weren't awakened to the connection properly. And whenever your fear tells you I wouldn't want to hear from you, it's just that. I always do. What have we got for that? Trust me. So what I'm getting from that is like that again. This is like this is the divine masculines that are awake to the connection. They're feeling a lot of regret and about things that they've said and done and acted from a place of not getting it. And trust me, I always get with that. It's like they know more than what you think they know. And I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. And I keep seeing signs of you everywhere I go. Yeah, okay. So definitely tapped into to ones that are wanting you to trust them. Right, okay, so thank you, Claire. That was great, and I will bring it back. Yeah, bring it back. Bringing it back. Right. Oh fuck. I'll get that after. But what was it that fell on the floor? I think actually the thing that just fell on the floor says trust me as well. It's like, no, you trust me. It's like I trust you, do you trust me? Oh no, it says I love you. I love you fell on the floor. Oh, that's nice. I love you. Out of all the ones that could have the feminine's like, I love you. Don't be, if you're the feminine, don't be going in with that hard. You need to hear it from them first. I'm sure you've said it plenty of times. Right, so you can say it back once they say it, but don't say it first for fuck's sake. Right, so let's use these cards and then it's time for me to take off this very uncomfortable strapless bra. Right, so TMI, but it's the truth. Why is the fine line between love and hate? Because they're mirroring your wounds. They're mirroring your wounds. They're it depends. You know what? It's because it's about your own darkness. You know what I mean? Like it's like I said this yesterday, but yeah. Don't throw the hard questions at me when I'm tired. Right, the feminine, releasing the past, karmic relationships. Look how much I've touched on that. And the masculine, the same thing, right? So very clear. Both the masculine and the feminine on the waves that I'm picking up on are releasing karmic relationships. Now remember, this can be for probably the divine masculines, not all, but this could be still disconnecting from romantic things, whether they were serious or not so serious. But for the feminines and masculines, this could still be like recognizing and releasing karmic anyone in your life, people that are holding back your passionate energies. That nails it too. Like, holding back your, it's like I want to say like holding back your full potential, like for instance, right, I'm going to give an example here. Say I've had this happen to me before. Say you're in a really good place, you're quite happy, and then you have a conversation with someone in your life that isn't doing so well, and you can just, I feel it, like I can just feel my energy dropping and dropping and dropping, and then it's like, but that's what I mean by I'm always divinely protected, but God will allow that to happen to show you that you're not looking after yourself as much as you could. You know what I mean? Because these interactions, depending where you're at in your journey, they can be they can be lessons in, like, putting yourself first. So if you get a feeling it, you know what, I know that person said they want to meet me, but actually I feel like if I go and meet them, it's like I'm going to come away either annoyed or agitated or drained. And actually, I'm at quite an important part in my life, and for whatever reason, today isn't the right day. If you make decisions like that and you choose yourself, you're doing well. Um, but if you still kind of think, oh well, it'll be all right, and it's like, no, you've got to recognise when not to do that. So I don't know who's doing that, but that's a very kind of, that feels like a very Pisces no boundaries thing of, that's where I'll always help a lot of Pisces, anyone with this, that it's like, the unconditional love and the kindness and the compassion, where it can become a problem if you're just always putting sacrifice. Yeah, they just put the word sacrifice. It's very self-sacrificing energy. Like, it's very common for placements in the 12th house. Like, again, I've got that in me because my Pluto's there, and I know that some of you will resonate with this too. But if you don't have boundaries around that, you'll just get drained all the time, and you'll never get your happy ending because you're putting every fucker else before yourself. And that's really been my message for the past 10 years, not to do that. And people have watched me untangle from doing it too, whether it be in my personal life or my business. So somebody needed to hear that. Right, what do we need to surrender to? If it says surrender on healthy relationships, that'll be amazing. But it's now 8:30, so I am going to end it on this. So, my bad. Karmic versus twin flames, so unsure. Well, that's what I mean about, the thing is when people are unsure about whether somebody's a karmic energy or a twin flame, it's always, if people are drawn to me and they trust me, it's because I show how good I am in public, so that people know that I'm good at this shit. Like, I've helped many people untangle this. Yeah, it's best to book a personal session because I'll probably be able to tell right by the story, like, so, like, almost right away. But so look at what I just said about feminines. Don't be going and saying I love you first, because you need to hear it. You need to hear it, feminines. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Now, remember earlier I'm going into that kind of like funny kind of, I don't know, I think I'm going to be like this all month for the Aquarius energy. Maybe I'm going to be like this for the next 20 years with the Pluto and Aquarius. But wherever the distorted masculine card is, if someone's still a distorted masculine, they'd be like, nah, fuck going to them. Like, they can come to me, because they'll be falling into their feminine energy, thinking that, like, if women have just, if it's a man, distorted masculine will just be like, they come to me. Like, I've got my pick. I'll just wait until they come to me. But that is a distorted masculine being in their feminine. You know what I mean? And I don't know about you, but look at my face. I don't find that attractive. Do you find that attractive? I don't find that attractive. But loads of men do it, right? And but a divine masculine would be like, I'm seeing them as a challenge, and I want to earn it. And I don't want anyone to take what I want, and I'm going in. And that's all I can feel. And it's like, and if you're a true divine feminine in your power, you'll be like, I attract, I don't chase. And you surrender to the divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. It's been all about the ego. I did say that at the start. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I know it's a shitty thing to hear on this journey, but that was the message. See, when I just tapped into the way that was coming through from a masculine. Is that right? Is that masculine? Like, all the people that resonate with that? Look, I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. That's what I was feeling. Somebody knows what they want. If this is you, somebody knows what they want. They want you, and they definitely don't want anyone else to come in and get you before they get to you. I don't think that's a possibility when it's true twin flames, but that's how this person feels, because no one makes me feel the way you do. No one makes them feel the way that you do. And I'm not going to lie to you. I think they've tested it out to see if they could make other people feel them, make them feel that way. And they keep a very close eye on your social media. And they don't want me to tell you the rest because I've just done that, but we're going to look. We're going to look anyway. I'm so scared of change. And what if you don't accept me for who I really am? So right now, all that's standing in the way of this collective of masculines are worrying about the change that it's going to bring in their life and your life together. And also they're like, what if like they don't actually like who I am when I turn up? Which is quite understandable to, and look, and then that keeps happening. I'm so afraid of rejection. Yeah, I knew I was feeling that. So just be aware that that is what well, if it's you, you're aware you're going through that, but if it's your twin, that's what's going on. And I can feel you pulling away if you moved on. Yeah, it's like, so whether that's a thing or not, I really do feel whoever I'm tapping into there, they're like, if there's not interest in them already, I can feel that that's happening. And it's like, it's like this feeling of like time's really getting on, and it's worry. I can feel worry. I feel like, again, the Leo full moon is about following your heart, and basically it's about following your heart. And I feel many divine masculines will be guided to follow their heart. Doesn't mean it happens right at the full moon in Leo, but I suppose it depends on where these things are in your chart. So there will be no more isolation and secret separation. Oh, what is that, a song, Michelle? Fucking hell. Such a test to be getting the signs constantly and increasing potency to stay detached. It is, Sarah, and again, I hear you because I've had it for like 14 years now, which is why I say to people, like, when I talk to them, like, it kind of annoys me, like, when I see, I mean, I just deal with it now, but it annoys me when I see other twin flames on this journey sort of being like, the 10 signs that you're about to be in union. And the 10 signs that I've seen people claiming on some of these videos is just what's happened to me every day for all these years. So it's not, you know, you've got to take some of this shit with a pinch of salt. It truly is about you've got to be happy yourself, content, trusting in divine timing, and I really just feel you've got to be so chill. Like whenever your true twin flame approaches you, you probably will feel it, but you'll be so chill, and you could even be exhausted. But I kind of feel that they'll make sure that you're really, like, the divine will make sure that you're really chill and totally not expecting it. And I often sometimes think, if you're not well, or say for a woman, if you've got your periods or something, or because you're more in your shadow and you're in a good way, you know what I mean? Like, you're not as defensive, like you're more vulnerable. I sometimes think it's that, I don't know, but there's something in it. But yeah, you wouldn't know anyway. You might think you'll know, but you won't know. Take it by surprise. The Ark of the Covenant. Oh, that feels important. Let's read it, and then I better go. I just have too much fun with you guys. Yeah, you keep giving me songs I don't know. These older ones. There will be no more separation in our sleep. Oh, that's very interesting. Right, caught in the, oh shit, look, here's the trapped ones though. So we've tapped into the ones that are already free, going to be free. Pardon me, Jesus Christ. And now we're tapping into the caught in the ruins. That's the ones that are trapped. Pardon me, shit. I'm like really burping quite badly here. Picking up on. Right, let's read this and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and get my pasta. I'm gonna see what bullshit's going down on that terrible programme. Oh, and there's Saint Germain. There's my man, Saint Germain. That's quite funny. Right. The Ark of the Covenant. The stars are shining on serene desert night. Fires burn before a number of white tents. Inside one of the tents, just beyond the open front flaps, rests the Ark of the Covenant. Two men sit by a crackling fire nearby. At the most mundane level, this card can represent a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. It can also show successfully working with professionals such as brokers and lawyers. More often, it indicates that you're living true to your own karmic contract, facing your lessons of growth, working towards greater discoveries, and bringing your unique contribution to the world. Your karma does not rule you, you rule it. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break your covenant, it supports it. Wow, that's really powerful, because that's what I said about, that's the difference in doing this round of the challenge, which I think is the 6th time. I usually, like, so tomorrow, like I said, so as long as you've just taken some sort of action, no matter how small or big, it's not a contest. Again, that's about the ego. It's baby steps is great. It's just don't stay stuck. Then tomorrow, I'm gonna bring in an activation at quantum leap to our highest timeline, which is what we're always doing here, but people will feel like it's more of a bigger thing because I call it that. And I think I might change it up a little bit. And then on the Thursday, I'm not going to do a live, because that's what this is talking about. It's the integration time. Knowing that, taking a break isn't going to be like, oh, it's not going to be as good. It'll make it even better. Oh, and then look, I've just realised I've just channeled about the separations as well. How it doesn't make you any more or less in love. If anything, it makes the love grow stronger with twin flames. And the people that have been apart the longest are going to be the strongest twin flames, I feel. You understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. It's like I've said this before, but see, when we went into the pandemic, I handled all of that really. Obviously, the most difficult part of it was being apart from my niece, because she'd just been fucking born. Like, I only saw her for like 6 weeks, and then we weren't allowed to see her. That was agony. That was really hard. But on the whole, I handled it like a boss, because I've been apart from my twin flame for so long, and that's been agonizing, that I've made peace with that. That being apart from people and that was nothing to me. Do you know what I mean? So there was a kind of a benefit in that I felt from it, and I was able to help other people. So I don't know if you felt the same, but right. So some of your karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there's no urgency, need, or personal agenda in play. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama, especially this week with the full moon in Leo opposite the Sun and Pluto in Aquarius. Emotional drama is the key words. Know that the things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that's far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future lives. I can't even. When I just said that about the jump into your highest timeline, and it's talking about present and future lives, hilarious. So continue to work towards your highest purpose, to uphold the sacred covenant. You have to touch the world with your light. And that's what I'm doing. I know what my sacred purpose is, and it's what I'm doing this week with you, and what I do every day, keeping consistent at it with all these planets in Capricorn. And it's about people that do that. If you do that too, your rewards will come, and your rewards will be coming even greater than you could ever imagine. I hope that bit's for me too. Thanks. Cheers. Right, so this is where I'm going to get you to close your eyes and read this wee thingy, and then I'll catch up on these comments, and then I'll get off. We must meet with our other names. The song's about twins. Oh, right. As long as it's not that other fucking recent one that's apparently about twin flames. That's like not. I'll take away the strongest feelings you'll ever know. We are matching spark and flame caught in the endless ship. Did you say that one before? I feel like you might have said that one before. Maybe I should say it. I'm going to look at it now while I'm live. What's it called? Please. And then I'll need to be patient while it comes up. Did you say it before? You touched my heart. You rescued me, now free me. That feels like in line with the... Yeah, I'll wait for you to tell me what's it called? What's it called? Please like the video if you haven't liked the video. Right, while I'm waiting for Michelle to tell me what that's called, again, I know you did, but I can't see. Close your eyes if you feel so guided to. And I'm just going to quickly, I can't be bothered doing my whole usual, so wait a minute. Every time I try not to do that, they don't let me. Right, okay. Saint Germain, the violet flame. Calling in. Imagine there's a tornado above your head, going from the top of your chakras all the way to the bottom. Disconnect the cords from the old earth if you lack negativity, because there seems to be a lot of that needing done from the messages I've tapped into. Connect to the new earth of peace, calm, abundance, balance of your inner masculine and feminine, where you're being open to receive where you are safe to receive from genuine people of integrity, twin flame or otherwise people in your life, and keeping your boundaries with your masculine energy. There's other things. Making quick decisions would be divine masculine energy too, not dilly-dallying, procrastinating and overthinking everything. Right. And also if you're, and being in your divine feminine energy as well as, having good boundaries, but also knowing when to drop your guard and allow the true masculine in. So you got to watch with that too, everyone. Right, so close your eyes if you haven't closed your eyes, pull up whatever you feel you need, and imagine the Ark of the Covenant opening before you. Don't worry if you don't know what that looks like. I don't know what it looked like either. Within it, you see the contract that contains your highest purpose. What is that purpose? Sense one word. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is what we're doing. Fucking hell. What is the sense one word and one action you can take today to pursue it? And open your eyes. If you didn't get the word quickly in it, you will in your sleep, or just watch one of my journeys and your loved one in spirit, your guides will come in, because people tell me all the time they can't do that, and they watch one of my things and it activates their gifts like never before. The candles just went out. They're telling me that's time to go. Bye. The candle just went out. But yeah, that's crazy, because that was the action for today. That was the action. Take an action. So how's that for confirmation? And the candle going out does tell me it is time to go. It's so funny it works like that. Right. Secret separation. But I am going to Google it while I'm secret separation. Well, it's no fucking secret for some people, is it? It's quite a public separation. Right, so that's quite funny. With passengers and time lost in motion, locked together. Wait a minute, I think I might know this. Together day and night by trick of light. I must take another journey. We must meet in with other names. We must meet. You touched my heart so deeply. You rescued me, now free. Don't watch me cry, just see me go. I'll take away the strongest feelings you'll ever know. There will be no more isolation in our secret separation. My God, there will be no isolation in our secret separation. That's really powerful, Michelle. You touched my heart so deeply. All right, now he's just saying the same thing. That's really the biggest bit. We are matching spark and flame, caught in endless repetition. Wow. Holy shit, guys. Go and read that yourself. That's powerful. Powerful. Because some people might not bother to do it. Because I would have forgot. If I didn't do it now, I probably would have forgot. Yeah, I don't think it lets you do that. 444, I love it. And it's 144. I'll bear one precious. Can't see that. One precious, what does it say? Scar that only you will know. Deep. Right, okay. I'm going to go or I'll never get off. So I'm going to blow out this candle. Look, this is my wee granny's teacup. Oh God, it went back in my face. Sending you all love, love and fire and prayer, and keeping you in my prayers as I always do. And yes, goosebumps. Yeah, no, but you've got a gift for that, Michelle, because that's, yeah, beautiful. Right, I can finally go and take off my bra. Hallelujah. Get something to eat and watch that program that will probably piss me off. But anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. So like you said, no big deal. Just take some sort of action. Anything that is proactive about you doing something about your block, whatever it is, to love yourself or like yourself a little bit better. Just don't be hating yourself out there or speaking yourself to like shit. You know what I mean? It's a lyric you didn't read. Ah, interesting. And that even means something in itself. I'll bear one precious scar that only you will know. So that's like you being trusted. That's kind of like what I said about one of the emails I got from one of you. That's like you being trusted with someone's. I like that you noticed that, because I had genuinely not noticed. This is the powerful thing about you seeing part of my gift is being able to see things that other people can't see. But I love that like you just keep doing that back to me as well, because I've never noticed it. Claire rounds of prayer, Claire prayer. I might use that somewhere if you allow me, Michelle. And I will, again, like I said last night, I will credit the people when it's your thing. But Claire prayer, I like it. It's cool. It was like somebody, a woman I worked with years and years ago in one of the very first memberships, noticed that Claire Claire M, because my middle name is Marie, is actually Miracle when you jumble up all the letters. And I was fucking mind blown. Mind blown. Because I'm always going on about clearing the trauma and bringing in the miracles. Like, I was like, that's crazy. I would never have noticed that. It's just amazing how some people's brains works. So, yes, I love you all very much too, and sending big hugs. And yeah, well done, whatever you've done, because I know, be gentle with yourself, because this kind of work, if you've journaled and wrote, if you've tried to get deep to whatever any of these blocks are, it can be quite draining and all that. So just be really kind to yourself, get a lot of sleep. Whenever anyone's doing anything in mind, whether it be on the channel or definitely one-to-one, it's very important you drink a lot of water, get a lot of sleep, and integrate the energy with any healing. But just, yeah. But yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll yep, I'll just be channeling that live. I think I'm going to get guided to maybe pre-record something before I come and do that live, but I'll just sort of feel into it. And then yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Same with Swearapy. Yeah, that's definitely what I provide here. No, we need to credit people. Right, so right. Anyway, sleep well, and I'll see you later. Oh, it's here. And thank you to Lexi for coming and doing that, because I love that. If you weren't here at the start, please go and watch the start of this, because I had a chat with one of our beautiful Soul Fam members, Lexi,